Hey YouTube, Cyber Aquarist here. Just wanted to bring you guys an update on the progress of the reef. Well, I've got all my components in this week. I've got everything I need to make this setup happen. Just wanted to show you what I've done so far and tell you what I plan on doing the rest of this weekend. I've put the stand on some sliders so that when it comes maintenance time, I'll be able to slide the aquarium out from the wall and siphon out any detritus that accumulates in the bottom return chamber there and work on any filtration components that I need to. And just wanted to show you guys all of the devices that I've selected and how the water will be filtered. As I showed you in the first video, this aquarium has dual overflows. And we'll go ahead and show you what each overflow chamber consists of and how the water will be filtered. In this first overflow tower, the water will flow through the weir and it'll flow into this chamber here where I have the Innovative Marine mid-size protein skimmer. This is rated for aquariums up to 150 gallons. And I've run the airline tubing all the way down. It's going to be in the stand to silence the air whistling that you get with this. And the water will flow under this baffle up into the Innovative Marine Mini reactor. You can put GFO or biopellets in this, but I'm actually going to be using Seachem's matrix carbon on the bottom. This reactor holds 350 milliliters, and we'll have approximately 150 milliliters of the matrix carbon on the bottom, topped with 200 milliliters of Seachem's Phosguard, and that'll absorb any phosphates that are released from the carbon, as well as phosphates or silicates from the aquarium. And then water will top this baffle and enter the return chamber. The second overflow, water will flow through the weir, through the mechanical sponges here. And this is actually the Innovative Marine Custom Caddy. This is an upgrade. This replaces the two caddies that came with the Nuvo aquarium. This back panel slides off for easy access, and you can adjust the level of the horizontal partitions. So I'm going to be filtering the water mechanically there, and in this chamber I'm going to be using 2 of the 100 milliliter pouches of Seachem's Purigen, and the bottom chamber will be left empty for now. And water will then flow underneath this baffle through this chamber, and the water will be heated with the Cobalt Aquatics Neotherm 150 watt heater, and then it'll top the baffle and also enter the return chamber. Now in the return chamber, I've added 1,087 grams of Seachem's Pond Matrix, and the media bag that I have here, this is actually the bag the oranges come in. And if you'll check out my Instagram, you'll see how I had this bag custom fit within this slot here. It's not touching the return pump. If I'd have just put it in the bag and set it in there, it would have spilled over, sort of bunched up into this chamber here, and it would have been touching the return pump. But you can make this thing as tall as you want. All you got to do is roll the bag up as tight as you want it and zip tie it. And guys, from time to time, I'm going to be posting some tips. Like today, I made the JBJ auto top-off return pump adjustment. Something that's not in their instructions, just a tip that you won't have to go looking for in one of my videos of the reef tank. Just more or less, you know, so people can get that advice very quickly without having to watch a whole video. Alright, well the water will be in the return chamber here, and it'll be pumped back up the vinyl tubing, and it splits with a Y here, and the water will flow back into the aquarium with the Innovative Marine spin stream nozzles. These will rotate 360 degrees at a 40-degree angle, so that'll be plenty of circulation there. And I've also got the Vortec MP10 by Ecotech, and I'm going to get this thing hooked up once the aquarium's full of water, because I know you got to make some adjustments while it's running to get the vibration to die down. So my plan now is to go ahead and aquascape this weekend, get the substrate in, the live rock, fill it up with water, adjust the salinity. And I've been working on my live rock over the past few nights, just putting some in there, getting some ideas. And I've got a bunch of it out in the garage where I've actually worked on one piece, a couple pieces, making it one piece. I'm going to take you out there in just a second and show you that. But one last note while we're looking at the sump. The only water level for the water level fluctuation within this aquarium from evaporation will be in the return chamber here. This narrow chamber from here to here, that's the only fluctuation in evaporation. My JBJ auto top off will keep the water very stable for the 38 gallons of water, keeping my salinity extremely stable. And I'm using the Tom's aqua lifter with the aqua lifter bracket. The water will come from the reservoir that you saw down on bottom, be pumped up with one Tom aqua lifter into the intake of another Tom aqua lifter, and then it'll enter the aquarium over the rim here. And I still need to get a hose barb, my hose barb at 90, and I'm gonna put that there. Right now I've just got this zip tie keeping the return pointed down so it won't be splashing on the back of this the baffle. But I still need to get that. It's one little part that I need to get. And okay guys, I'm gonna go ahead and show you a piece of live rock that I've constructed, and I'm gonna be busy this whole weekend working on the aquascape. So let's go take a look at that piece of rock. Okay guys, this is the first piece that I've connected together. I'm not going to show it to you in the aquarium now. I got to work on this. All these other pieces, all the pieces you saw inside and those pieces there. I'm actually working on these diligently. Been working on them today. I'll be working on them tonight, trying to get them in the aquarium tomorrow. But I've got some cobalt steel drill bits and some acrylic rod here. You can get this at any home improvement store, but this is basically just the what is it exactly called? It's for blinds. It's a blind wand. Couldn't think of that name, but basically you just take the blind wand and you cut it down to the size that you need. I'm drilling holes in the rock and sliding this between the two pieces, and I'm super gluing the rod, into each slot in the rock. I'm also using some epoxy in between where the rod and the rock meet, and it'll dry white. And once this thing gets covered in coral and algae, you won't notice any seams there. But yeah, I mean, you can use a hacksaw to cut this stuff. Use the hacksaw to cut this top piece flat. I had to chisel the top of this one so that it would make good contact. Just take your time. I don't want to just throw a bunch of rocks in the aquarium, stack them on top of each other. This is going to be extremely stable. And I'm also trying to put this rock on little stilts. I want my substrate to be about this deep, about an inch and a half deep. And this part here will be going into the live rock. So the live rock will basically be hovering on top of the substrate. That way I can crank up my MP10 and it'll keep the detritus cleaned out from underneath the rock. So just a sneak peek there at the one piece that I've already constructed. It's I think it looks pretty dang good too. And you got to keep in mind too how the coral placement will be. You want to make this, it's got some sloping areas and some little shelves. This piece is pretty dang heavy too. But yeah, just keep that in mind when you're aquascaping your rock, constructing some pieces. Make sure that it's going to be able to hold corals too. Okay guys, hope to bring you another video possibly by Sunday. Let me get busy. Thanks for watching guys. Take care.